Hello everyone, I've got a theory today for Sunmi's music video for the song Siren. This was such a wonderful, fun song and a very interesting, multifaceted music video. I've seen a lot of different angles that you could look at this from. On the surface, it's a song about a breakup. Underneath that, Sunmi said it's about the haters. Some have analyzed it to be about her inner self and regretting fame. But looking at the music video, there just seems to be this far more intricate story, not unlike the story in G-Friend's Fingertip, where it does apply to the group, but it applies to something more. And today, that's what I want to look into. The music video starts with Sunmi sitting down at this table and checking the final touches on her makeup. A little ways through, she sneezes, and it just serves to remind us that this is the real Sunmi, imperfect human being, perhaps trying to make herself perfect. While it might seem like she's trying to make herself seem happy and unfazed, I would argue it's the opposite. If we look back at the music video teaser for this, Sunmi's putting in eye drops or fake tears. The label says fake tears for real bitches. So the image she's trying to maintain here is a sad one. More accurately, a vulnerable one of a victim. But she can't stay inside this bubble for very long. The moment she looks outside, the sirens go off. And that prompts these more perfect, composed versions of Sunmi to emerge. I'd even argue the dance footage plays into this somehow. While this real Sunmi is wearing a loose blue pullover, not unlike what you might wear if you were sick and staying home, these other versions of Sunmi are all wearing bright, expressive outfits and acting very confidently. This first one is, well, the definition of dance like no one is watching. She simply performs, not caring what others would think of it. But the real Sunmi doesn't seem to want anything to do with that. She's scared to let go, scared to be confident, and so she takes it out on the people who are. As she runs through the hallway, she sees other potential versions of herself. We get a queen in a room full of roses and a few mermaidy versions. And her reaction to them is virtually the same. Fearful, disgusted, and yet also perhaps fascinated. It's when we get to this room with the rose cage that things get interesting. We've already seen roses associated with this queen-like figure, and later on in the song, Sunmi herself is the rose inside this cage. Right now, she's looking at them, admiring them, having a little moment until the siren goes off saying, "Hey, that's not okay, stop what you're doing." What is it that she's doing? She's identifying with the thing that's trapped, with the thing that's helpless, rather than owning her own ability and her own confidence. These potential versions of Sunmi know what they're doing. They've each got a throne of sorts, whether it's the chair, the seashell, or the washing machine. Except for this first one, who I would say is the one who tries to bring her closer to that side, sort of an intermediary. However, there is one thing that these potentials lack, and that's any emotion. And this is why the real Sunmi tries to leave. Except she can't. There's warning tape all in front of her house. Some people might have noticed that this version of Sunmi is wearing that same warning tape in her hair. This is one of the things that led me to think that the dance footage is just more potential versions of Sunmi. It sort of implies they're the ones keeping her trapped within the house. And indeed, Sunmi's trapped within this cage. Both the potential version, who's acting very dramatic, one could say almost trying to get attention, and the real Sunmi, who initially acts a bit pitiful, unsure of what to do. So after a while, she does start lashing out. But she eventually says, "No, I won't cry anymore." Or if you're her, "I ain't cry no more." She doesn't need anyone else to save her. She can save herself. In the end, it wasn't sadness or anger that freed her from the cage, it was joy. It was her being able to say, "I've got this. I can be happy on my own." As difficult as it can obviously be to ask for help, sometimes it's far easier than to stand up for yourself and own what you can do. But if you can, it makes you that much stronger. And when you're used to being sad, happiness can feel unreal sometimes. But it isn't always. Maybe when Sunmi says, "Even when I'm sad, I don't cry," it's not a commentary on how difficult it is to be famous. Given how genuine her smile looks during that line, it might just be about her reclaiming her happiness. And by the end, Sunmi's no longer the one being warned. She's the one giving the warning, who's able to see when things are going wrong and, rather than wallow in it, make things better. So, what'd you think? Did you agree with this interpretation of Siren? Do you feel like it was about something else? Is there anything that I missed that I could have covered in this video? Feel free to let me know in the comments. Sunmi's music videos in general, and I mean this in a positive way, combine a lot of seemingly random elements in a seemingly random way, creating this fun, off-kilter, almost wacky atmosphere. But I decided to look at this one a little more closely, and there seems to be some real substance behind it, which is awesome. And I'm thinking of maybe looking into the other videos that Sunmi has done for Kashina and for Heroine, and seeing if there's a similar thread, maybe a continuing storyline through all three of these videos. And on that topic, if there's any other music video that you want me to cover, let me know. I always love doing this sort of thing, and you might introduce me to some new music. I really hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching.